Maybe before we go over this code, it looks like
There's
Gaboon had a clarification. An issue I have is that I'm nesting errors and their causes, which don't print pretty to the logs. How can I track the error better? When you log the error with effect, if instead of logging the error directly, like doing a tap error and logging the error, if you tap the cause and effect.log or effect.log error is probably more appropriate here, the cause, you'll get a pretty printed version of the cause, which should traverse the like cause properties on the error. So you'll get like a better stack. What type of log would that be? Because I think, Mattia, maybe this is relevant to you.
Guys will have to say on the format. What type of log would that be? Because I think that would have a say on the format. Trace versus warn info logs. Oh, probably it's related to what you have just
Oh,
mentioned about logging the error. That,
yeah.
yeah, it depends. Yeah, probably if you want to log more deeply, probably you can use like trace logs. And if you want to log just the error that happened, probably you can just log error that one. But again, depends on how visible are your logs, I would say.
Yeah, I think personally I would be leaning into log error if I have a
Yeah.
cause that I'm trying to print. All of the effect.log methods will attempt to pretty print a cause if they see one, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
At least with the default implementation of the logger, we always attempt to pretty print a cause. If you have a custom logger, you'll need to probably do a little bit of extra work, but you can look at any of the loggers we've implemented to see. And in V4, like building your own logger and adding loggers to your program is much easier than it was in V3. Are there some resources on logging or traces in effect other than in the docs? Cloning the repository and asking your agent. for for now.
That has become the go-to.
I'll be honest, there are times where keeping the entire effect code base in your brain at the same
Mm-mm.
time when you're like, even as a maintainer, is not possible.
No.
Unless you're maybe Tim. And so I frequently have just like pop open a session with the clanker and we'll ask it questions. Or we have a special like command that the maintainers can use in Discord that basically does the same thing, like allows us to run a user's question through AI to help give us context, and we can like spit out the answer. So you may have like seen every once in a while the effect bot answer a question, and that's one of us triggering the AI to do that. Because if we're not at our desk and can't like pop open a session or whatever, like sometimes that's a little easier.